Welcome back to the Calisthenics Compounds channel. I'm Harry Baldwin. I'm here to help you get stronger. Today, we're going to cover what a supplementary exercise is and how it can help you. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned gym goer, you may find that you hit a plateau with your primary goal, especially if you've been training it for a couple of months. A supplementary exercise is one that will assist your primary movement. We can use them to strengthen specific weaknesses within your movement that will help you break through a plateau, or you can avoid the plateau altogether if you know what that weakness is. Otherwise, what can happen is you're always running into the same problem. So if you have a specific weakness in that movement, whether you're doing powerlifting or calisthenics, if you can find what that weakness is and the right exercise for that, it will help bring up the whole movement in terms of strength. And over time, this weakness is going to move, and the supplementary exercise that you need will change. I would actually recommend changing this every block, because you should get a lot from it when it's a new stimulus. For example, if you're struggling to lock out the top of your deadlift, you've done the whole lift and for some reason you just get stuck at the top, what we can use is a 1-inch pause deadlift. So off the floor, you're pausing that weight, and this is going to force you to initiate the movement correctly from the start. Often a poor lockout is actually a poor start to your deadlift. So the bar cannot travel in a straight line because it's already been skew-if at the bottom. So if we use a 1-inch pause, what that's going to do is allow you to feel the initiation correctly and be over your midfoot. The weight is in the middle of your foot, your strongest position as you press up. You can then press that into a straight line. The top lockout will be a lot easier. If you put this in at some point throughout your week, you're also going to get more volume without having to lift such an intense weight, and you're going to be practicing correct bar path, which is exactly what you need. So if you cycle this in for 4 weeks, I guarantee you'll see improvements within your deadlift. Another example, if you struggle to get protraction in your planche, you could even get to the point, and you see this all the time, where people are able to straddle planche, but their shoulders are sunk. I used to be one of them, and I've had to go back and use a supplementary exercise actually using planche press, and we can use bands to take off a lot of weight so that we can access such an advanced variation. What this can do is allow us to achieve a good shoulder position, but also we'll find the press much easier from a well protracted position, so we can get that feedback that we are doing it correctly. We can also use it to iron out our line. We're also working through a contraction and towards a dynamic element of that skill that we will want later down the line. So it's going to clean up everything. Third example of a supplementary exercise, if your handstand is a complete banana, what we can do is use the wall. Best ones to use is chest facing drills, where you can feel your line and it's front loaded through your anterior chain. So it's a little bit easier to navigate that alignment in your midsection and your core. Just by building hold time here and getting your shoulders in a well elevated position, you will start to feel what a straight handstand feels like and where your body position needs to be, and get better alignment, better elevation in your shoulders. So you're actually learning that position, and then you can transfer that out into the open. That's 3 examples of a supplementary exercise that can really help you if those are your specific weak points. If you're not using exercise variations or supplementary exercises within your training, is something that will literally skyrocket your progress. And this is the game. The game of getting strong is actually spotting exactly what you need to work on at the point in time you need it. So over the course of a few months, you will actually need a different supplementary exercise to bring that up. And all we're doing is plugging the gap, plugging the gap, plugging the gap. And if we can keep doing that, as well as adding in new exercises, new goals, you will continue to get stronger. You won't get stuck at all, because you have exactly the stimulus that your body needs when it needs it. Often these exercises are really humbling. You might have to use less weight or more assistance with the bands. We want to be excited when you find that exercise that makes you feel like a beginner. You may even get DOMs, and you may get beginner progress when you do these. So that's enough from me. I hope that helps, and I hope that makes it really clear what a supplementary exercise does and why you need it within your training. If you are struggling to reach your goals and you want someone to do all of the heavy lifting in terms of programming for you, there's a link down below where you can book a call and we can discuss your training, your goals, and create the best program for yourself to move forward. Get a strong season, let's go.